Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants Editor and I'm Joel. And as you can see, we're on the Joel's Peaceful Valley map. And I've been painting these roads a little straighter just to help. I'm not sure exact sizes yet. I'm measuring this one from Endgame. Basically, you pick a mod map of Elm Creek and then you export with files the road that you choose to, if you want this size road or whatever. I'm not using this road, but as a measuring tool only. And it looks like basically that's going to be approximate. Obviously, you can see how the paint goes slightly over on each side, but not really. Let's lower it a little bit and see. As you can see, try to get it where we can see better. Well, but anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I'm just trying to show you. This will basically give us the idea of where, if we want this size road, where to paint and where to center it or however. I had it further over, but I didn't, and it was bigger, but I'm not going to put that big of a road here. It may be this big or a little bigger because I'm going to be doing it a different way potentially. So it may be a little bigger, but I want it at least centered and I can make it accordingly from there. So, but I don't need this now. I just was checking this width. Now, I mean, I can keep it. I'll push it under the map and we can use it later. But I got this set up, so all I gotta do is keep going down and getting that all situated. I'll do a little bit of this and then maybe we'll jump to something else because I don't want to just do road stuff. But I wanted to show, you know, a little bit of it. Let me get a little closer. Sometimes it's hard to see. Let's click off of that because I don't want that showing. Alright, so make sure it's not getting off track. Alright, so there's where we're gonna go. And click on here, hover over this, Control R, as in Richard grabs this particular texture. Again, if you don't know, you could put it on add, but it does still put it down on replace. If it don't work, put it on add. Here's dirt, that's what it is for now. Just marking it out. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. You can pick whatever you want in this list. But if you wanted the grass, you could either pick it on this list right here, or whichever one, and or hover over the grass and hit Control R as in Richard, and it would grab the grass, and then you could take it away like so. Then you come over here on the dirt, Control R, grab dirt again, and you can go back and forth like that. It just makes it faster so that you can grab what you want without going in the list every single time. It's just a little thing that I like to use. I don't know, everybody's different. It doesn't really matter. Do it the way you like to do it. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what everybody else says, matters what you like. So do it your way, whichever way that is. Alright, don't let other people bother you. If you want to make a map and you ain't perfect, do it. Don't worry about what people think. You're learning and you're going to eventually get there if you keep trying. If you don't try and fail, then how are you going to ever make it? So, all you new map makers that I've been seeing right in the comments, go for it. You got it. And we're going to go on and move down the line. If you need to learn something else, or if there's some sort of mistake, just figure out the answer. If there's a mistake, you say you follow a video and there's a mistake, then figure out the answer. Once you learn a little bit, you can start troubleshooting this stuff yourself, and then you can figure it out. So don't be upset. Just keep looking. Alright, see, this is it seems like such a narrow road, but it's not once you're actually in game. So, but some of them are still a little narrow anyway on Elm Creek, so it just depends. I might can make it a hair bit bigger when I actually do it. We'll see what it looks like. We'll test it, drive on it, and see what we like. And trying to move along pretty quickly. We still got to do all that stuff up in there. And and I gotta fix this concrete. What I can do is just grab the concrete and bring it at least to the front of the gate here. And if I go out past it, I can always grab grass again, but for now I'm going to stick with the concrete and run along the side here. And then we'll grab the grass over here, roll down. There's other ways you can do these roads. You can use the spline, but since I'm doing little short bits at a time, I really don't want to use the spline. Now, if I knew exactly what I wanted my roads to be and 100%, then just go on and use the spline if you're going to do it that way, because it would be easier in some cases. You still need to adjust things here or there, but if you are doing it like I like to do it in front of each building, a little bit of the road in front of each building, then I like to just paint it. So, you know, it's up to you. And this one we're gonna get this building to, well, either we could put grass here, or we'll bring this out. I'll probably put grass there for now. I'm just gonna put grass here for now. We're not set on it yet, but I'm just putting it there for now. It makes it easier to paint. Number one, you can see where to paint. Some of these darker colors, this here, this asphalt coming up to the dirt, is so hard to see what to do. You got to really get in there and look. It's just so difficult. Now you could use the paint to texture thing if you had the one side or the side you need already there and was straight. If you were just replacing some of it, really depends what you're trying to do. Alright, let me see what we got here. Some of this road is still going to have to be slightly adjusted. You can see it doesn't quite look right. I mean, it's pretty close. Sometimes this paint stuff makes it look crooked and it's not. So beware of that it may look like it's wrong, but it's not. So always double check. You can drive over it or whatever you need to do. I'm going further on purpose, so I can just, because I'm going to grab this and be going, trying not to have to go back and forth as much, but looks like I got specks I can't really see from where I'm at. I need to roll up. Save often and always make a backup or you'll regret it. So basically making a backup, just go into where your map is after you've saved it and done all the work, a bunch of work, and copy the whole map name with all the stuff in it, and then go put it in a total separate area and total separate folder, whether on desktop or somewhere else, or another drive or whatever you want to do, and hit paste and make a folder name, put the date, put some of the things that has been done up until that point would be a good thing. I like to say if I did this church or I did this lumber place, I would say after I did the lumber place, after I did the church. Then I would know as soon as I did that, I saved it and copied it and made a copy. So I would know everything up until there would be on that map, but everything after it wouldn't. Just kind of helps you keep track of what's going on. And remember, some of this may come back to the road. I don't know yet. We're just trying to get the road width. We'll see what we do with it actually later. Some of this needs grass in between there. We can do, you know, nice things. We might do sidewalks in some places. I don't know. I don't know if I need a lot of sidewalks, but I might. We'll just see how much room I actually end up having. I'm not going to move a ton of buildings. If I have to, I will. You can always move a building back if you've put the road too close and you don't have room to do what you wanted to do. So, but anyway, if you're new to the channel, I have tutorials, a bunch of tutorials. So check out my channel on 19 and on 22, and have gameplay of simulator games. So check that out. And if you hadn't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me make these videos. It helps me continue to make them, because if nobody wants to see it, I don't want to waste my time. But if you want to see it, then subscribe, show your support, hit the like button, and watch the videos to help others get to see it, because it puts it up in the algorithm so others can see it. And then they can get the help they need and learn what a little bit I show that they need to know. Now I'm hoping, like I said, that this map's being made for me, but if it turns out, I'm not against giving it out, so we'll see. So there's no promises. So if I finish and there's some issue or something, I may not release this to any. It would only be PC players. This is a 4X. It's not going to go on console. From my understanding, they ain't got that set up just right for them. So I don't imagine it would ever get there. But we'll see what happens. No promises, but I'm definitely not against giving it or helping letting others use and play on it. And again, this is being made for me, so it's not being made in a way that if I was making a map for others, then I would make it to suit others. I would make it with others in mind. This map is being made with me in mind, my choices. So it's not meant to be made for others. So if you was to get the map, it wouldn't be meant and made for you. So obviously there's going to be things you'll be like, oh, I don't like that, or I want this to be able to go away. Well, I might not do that, because it's being made for me strictly, and I'm not interested in certain things. So you would have to know ahead of time, it's not being made for people, it's just being made for me. And then if I happen to let people use it, then hopefully they like it. So that's where that stands. But I wanted to show people. I figure y'all can make your own map. I mean, I'm trying to show what I can. If I make a mistake, then I correct it if I know about it. And so you can always make your own map the way you want and learn from these videos, so that you do get the map you want the way you want. So, and the game has it built in already, where you can pretty well build what you want, paint what you want anyway on a lot of it. So I don't know why there would be any kind of issue for people just to kind of make their own anyway. For the most part, there's a lot of it that you can just do on your own in the in-game without the Giants editor. So this road will have to be resized, so it's not to size yet. And I don't even know, I may change this road altogether. So we'll wait and see. But for now, I'm going to knock some of this corner off, because it looks like it's a little wide road here. And now I got to try to get this side matched back up, because it's not coming across right. And we're not going to keep going and going on that side. I got to make sure I get this measurement right. Let me see if I can measure it from here. Yeah, that don't look right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the green up to there. That'll give me my road width. I hope y'all noticed that little trick there. So that I don't have to be like, where am I supposed to be at? Now I know. So now I'll be able to line back up, and I can draw the road back. See what I mean? I got past it now, and it's square, and this can come on over wherever it chooses, like so. And now I know it's straight. Just little things you can do. And this road's got to be, looks like it lifted or whatever, adjusted. All that hadn't been done yet, so just ignore all that difference. This will have to be done. I'm going to paint just a hair bit further. And we should be good for that. We'll maybe try to put something else in. I do need to try to get this corner done, and I'm gonna have to do the same over here just to get the straightness. So unfortunately we're gonna have to click here, click on the grass, make it bigger along across there. So once we hit this up to there, it's gonna give us the answer of the straightness. And I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. And then we'll come back and fix the road, because this is giving us the straight. I want it straight. I like I don't like all roads straight. There's certain places I like to be. I don't like a lot of like zipping all around unless I'm in the woods going up like in an area. But on my main roads, I like to be able to hit the thing and let it go straight on it, you know, kind of on its own, and not have to do all that. You know, I don't like some of it. I don't like having to drive and drive and drive forever to get to wherever you're going. So it's like, I don't know. I don't like these trees being in my way. I don't like the shadows. It makes it a pain for doing this part. Looks like it didn't go over far enough here. So I'm assuming I need to bring it over. And I'm gonna have to double check that. This part needs to come to there, it looks like. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's just back up and see. We may end up moving them trees out the way. They was, I brought them in to look and see what we had. I don't know if it has a group. If it has a group, let me see. It's not even letting me click on them. It's being a pain. Okay, it's not even a, yeah, it's gonna take them all, I bet. Yep, everyone. Well, there's only one over there. Looks like. What is that, the center? Let me go look. Make sure I ain't getting something else. Okay. Always check what you're moving, because you could be moving something you don't want to do that. So, alright, so that tree I had put there to test something, I think. Let me get over there and see it, because I don't want no issues. What is hooked to that? Yeah, that's the tree I put there to test the reflections. That's what that is. If you hadn't seen me working on some of this part, you can go back. I have a video. I'm not finished with this area, obviously. And these were not permanent, so I don't care if they move. So that's okay. So we'll head back over here. I can't hit F unless I click on one of them trees, because then it's going to just take me over to that right there. So I don't want to hit F. F takes you to whatever you got highlighted, but it takes you to that little gizmo, pretty much. I mean, it takes you to the thing, but anyway. So let me click on one of these again. Click on trees, and it looks like we can move it without too much trouble. So I'm gonna move it down. We'll put it under the map for now, because I don't want to be running into it all the time. Okay. Now, we get back to here, and this should be alright. We gotta situate it. Let's get this, let's get this grass here and fix this little piece. Like so. Hit R on there. And again, we'll fix anything we don't do right. I'm just doing it quicker, a little quicker. Okay. Knocking all this over. We're not going to go very much further, just a little bit. And then we'll be done with that for now. And again, I can make it bigger if I need to. And we got to fix that. Control R. I'm going to move up because I'm so far away. Makes it hard to see if you're getting off course. And if you want your road straight, then you need to do it, you know, make sure you get it straight. But like I say, not all of them's going to be straight. But I want these main roads here to be pretty straight. Because I don't like having to go all over the place. I like to be able to speed and get there. Save time. I don't want to be driving for 30 minutes on a map. I don't mind going through trails and things, and it depends on what it is. If it's a section, I don't mind, but not just all the roads where you're gonna take forever. Because I like, and I'm using a keyboard, so it kind of goes faster with me anyway. Because it doesn't work as good as a controller. I have a controller. It didn't want to work right either. I think I need to just practice with it more. I hadn't even really used it much. So, and we're almost gonna stop. I think we'll go maybe to the end of this where it connects to there. We'll see. And then we can stop. We'll fix that in just a second. Just trying to speed this up a little. If you're new to the channel, I made a recent video of a bunch of stuff I made in Blender. It was a lot of work, so if you would, go check that video out, and hopefully you can watch the whole thing, because you'll see all the things that I made in it. You have to look at the whole thing to see each thing. Now, every single thing I didn't make, there was probably like 4 things I didn't make. I didn't make the slide that came. I did resize it and all and color it, but I did not make that. And a couple, like the brick wall, I didn't make that, but the real brick wall anyway. The rest of it, for the most part, I made. There may be 1 or 2 other things that I didn't like make in Blender, but most of it was all made in Blender. So if you want to check that out, that would be good. It's called Apples and Watermelons, and it's got a bunch of lists of the things that's on the map, like pool ball, soccer ball, whatever's there. So check it out. Hope you enjoy. I was just taking a break from all these tutorial videos and trying to put some regular stuff out, simulator stuff, so it was in the Farming Simulator game. So hope you check it out. It wasn't too long ago. I don't know if maybe 4 or 5 videos ago, or maybe actually more. By the time you see this video, it's probably been a couple weeks. So, but just go look for Apples and Watermelons in the playlists of the Giants Editor. I think I accidentally put it under the Giants Editor videos, because the tutorials, because I'm so used to doing that I didn't realize that I did that until it was done. So I didn't put it under the Farming Simulator gameplay one, which I would normally put it there if it was something to do where I'm just doing Farming Sim. So, trying to knock this over. We're almost done with this. We're just trying to get it a little straighter. This will help us when we're doing our layout for fields and other things. Alright, let's move on. We still got to make the road the right way. This is strictly just painting, giving us an idea of what's going on. So let's finish this up. And we can put 1 building in. I don't want to make the video too long. I gotta fix that. It's not right. Okay, we're getting crooked over here. It must be this. Maybe it's the hill. Maybe I gotta get over here and look better. Okay, let's see if I can see now what we need to do. Sometimes it don't look right, but you just gotta keep looking at it. You'll figure it out. Alright, once it slopes down, when we really fix it, it'll level it out. So it'll be fixed. Alright, so let's get to the end of this road. And paint that, and paint this green grass. Let's paint that grass. I'm not worried too much about this over here. These were all examples. Nothing permanent with none of that. Let me see. This is probably going to go a hair bit further, so I'm going to take it just a little further, not much, because it's probably going to have a pathway going up that way. I'm going to put this here so we can make sure our level's right. Alright. Nope. Now let's back off and see if we didn't get off track. Looks okay. We might have got off. We'll have to look at that spot. But it looks okay. And that way, once we start going this way, this has all got to be fixed. We'll have, I'm going to go ahead and click on there. And I'm going to assume it's going to come further over like here. So that's where I'm going to just kind of pretend. I'm going to stop it here because I'm going to make it smaller. Somewhere about there. Control R, we're going to try to keep it. We'll measure the road before we really do this one because we got to use that measuring thing, and this will all be taken away right there. That's not what I was trying to take away, but okay. Roughly speaking, now that may take away a little bit, but you get the point. And this may be bigger than this other road, but we're just getting it started. We're not going to go all the way down right now. And we haven't even molded the road, so we're not worried too much. I just wanted to try to straighten them up a bit so when I'm going, I can make sure I know what my angles and kind of where I'm going to end up. Okay, so that for the most part is going to go straight across roughly, and some of that's going to change over there when we get there. But that gives us an idea kind of what's going on. And again, this road's probably going to be adjusted more. Okay, so at least we got some of that. Oh, we did get off. Look at there. Now, how far did we get off? Yep. We got off one of them trees. It was right there. So how bad did we get off? Alright, let me see. See, that's one thing. You will get off track, so we're just going to take it away. And we should be alright. Alright. Run on back down. We got plenty of room to do a lot of field stuff. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do all my fields yet, but I'm coming up with some plans. Doing some testing here and there, looking at it and deciding. This almost looks like it's getting narrower. But let me see what size that is. 4.7. I think that's about where it was. That's just jumping over as well. Alright, let's get on down there. If I didn't want the road straight, I wouldn't be worrying, but I do, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit better, just so I don't have to deal with as much moving buildings and stuff. If I can kind of get my base a little straight here, we'll know placement better, and we'll know where to situate the ground, because you wouldn't believe how far off you can get just from a couple of these things being one spot over, one spot in the wrong spot. It can push you quite a ways off. And I'm assuming that this is staying the right width for the other side. It should be. Okay. And we're going to get some here. Yep. Gotta go back. And then we're going to go over here. Alright. And hopefully we're getting where we need to be, because that takes a while to do. And like I say, if I was over we'll re-add whatever we need to add. If the road needs to be wider, we can fix it. We just need a basic spot so that we know. But to me, this seemed like it just got smaller and smaller. 4, 4, 5. That one's about the same. We'll see when we go back up to the front if it says 4, 4, 5 or anywhere close to that. But for now, that's good. Now we have a nice road. It looks like I made a spot right there that I gotta fix. Alright, let's hit save. Save all that work. Don't want to redo all that. Hopefully everything goes well. Why is it clicking on them trees again? Alrighty. Should be all set for the most part. Everything should be good. Now let's check and see. Yeah, that's about right. 4, 4, 5. Alright. I'm satisfied with that. Now this one, let's just say it's going to be 4, 4, 5. You can see where it would end up. So if we say it goes more this side, we would take away some on that side. So let me put it on this concrete stuff. I'm going to show you something. And we're just going to hit it here. See? And then if we push this back roughly, we can see where we would end up. And now we could always of course we're going to put the other material probably there. There's going to be a road there, so my point is it's not going to matter what this part does. So let's do something like this. We'll get rid of that. Well, we don't want to get rid of that. Okay. Now we're going to get this down to there, roughly speaking. And as you can see, when it's on this angle, it doesn't do exactly how you want it to do. But you can get the point. And if you're real careful, you can do a better job like that. But it's pretty tedious. And the reason I picked another color was just it would go in place of the other one so I could see it better. See, like that. Looks like we're only going to do roads on this episode. Road, road, road. But we're not going to finish it all with road stuff. But the good thing is they will let you get it pretty good if you really take your time with it. And I'm not going to fight with this for too long today, so. But you could get it, as you can see, pretty square if you choose to. So. Did that one get further over than it should be? I question that one. I might have it farther over. Looks like it, don't it? Yeah, when I did that, I must have took it. I didn't take it far enough, I guess. We'll fix that. We just gotta get to this corner here. There we go. You get the point. I'm probably not going to finish this whole road off right now, but it can be done. You know, it don't have to be super sloppy. It can be all squared up nicely. But I'm not going to keep going right now. You get the point. And it don't have to be concrete. I'm just putting that as an example because you can see it better. And then we would make it go all the way over here, down there, and get that situated. But as you can see, we got all this done. Now we have our road straight. I straightened out this area, as you can see, nicely. Straightened all that out. Straightened this out, all that. Straightened this out a little bit. Still got a little more to do. I hadn't decided if I'm going to get rid of this building or not. This will have to be adjusted slightly more, a little bit. But as you can see, we've done quite a bit of work. We still got a lot more to do. But we're coming along. There's a barber shop. I threw this house right there just temporary, just to get it out of the sky. And then here's the beginnings of the road where we started. And as you can see, if we head down the road, what it looks like. So it's looking a lot better. But anyway, I guess what we're going to do then is call that an episode. And we'll begin work on something else on the next one. Now we have a little bit straighter path to know. We could shift it to the right on this side a little bit. That's good to know. See how we got all that room? And that's necessary to know where we're going to place things later. So we know this side would give us a little leeway. We don't want to go any further this way. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.